Since coronavirus, 80% of our daily lives have come to a complete stop. I've had numerous agents, as well as other people in sales, family, and friends all reach out to me talking about, Kev, oh my God, what are you doing? How are you making ends meet right now? So in today's video, I'm going to address just that and talk to you guys about what I'm doing to stay productive through the quarantine. Before we get started, if you're ready for things to go back to normal, you're ready to get back out of the house like you used to, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of the newest content coming out. Yes, I'm in real estate. A lot of what I do for business involves being around and talking to other people. But just because we shouldn't be outside or we have this 6-foot rule of distance that we now have to keep does not mean that business stops. See, just like many of you out there, I too work from home. The only difference for me now is that I don't leave the house unless I absolutely have to do so. So for the most part, my work schedule is exactly the same. I've just incorporated a lot more time on the phone, and then now there's some safety precautions for everything else that I need to do. So I still hop on the phone and start making phone calls at the normal time that I always have. And I know a lot of you out there probably thinking like, Kev, why in the hell are you gonna hop on the phone right now with what's going on and start talking to people about making these humongous purchases, buying and selling homes? See, the reason for that is because regardless of what's going on, life has not stopped. People are still getting married, people are still having babies, people are still getting divorced, people are still relocating for work. None of that has changed, so there's still a need for the service that I provide depending on what's going on in people's lives. But to be quite honest with you right now, I'm really not making phone calls about real estate. So here's what I'm actually doing. So instead of calling my leads, past clients, family and friends to talk about real estate, I'm actually giving them a call to check up on them and see how they're doing during all this stuff. Not only am I making the call to check on them, I'm genuinely concerned about whether they're okay right now or if there's anything that they might need. Genuinely. If they bring up real estate, great. If not, at least that they know I gave them a phone call to check up on them to see if they needed anything and to make sure that they're actually okay. Imagine how far that will go with most people. See, a lot of us in sales think that when we hop on the phone, it always has to be business, business, business. But sometimes if you just give a genuine phone call to people, that conversation does more for you and your business than your actual business call does. And imagine if your database is huge. Imagine if you've got 400 plus people in your database. You're gonna have a lot of phone calls that you need to make. And you don't have to make them all in one day. I don't try to make them all in one day, but I call X amount of people per day, and slowly but surely as the days and the weeks go on, I'm going to touch everybody in my database just to make sure that they are okay. Before, when I was just spending maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours on the phone, as of now, I've been spending anywhere from 2 hours to almost 4 hours on the phone. It's cool because I get to check up on all my people, and not only that, I've actually been able to get leads out of just making these simple phone calls and checking up on. So that's just one aspect of the business that I conduct. Yes, I'm on the phone quite a bit, but there's also things that need to happen face to face. Obviously, extra safety precautions have now been put in place, specifically when it comes to meetings and showings. So yes, I'm still conducting meetings. No, not in person. Thanks to the wonderful world of technology, we have multiple ways and avenues around having face-to-face meetings or appointments nowadays. So instead of these face-to-face meetings, I'm now having conference calls. I'm now doing FaceTime. There's an app called Zoom where you can do video chat. So whether it's a vendor partner, a new lead, a listing appointment, I'm now using one of these tools in order to conduct that piece of business, and it actually works just the same as being face-to-face. So even that piece of my business has not changed. I've actually got partners who have been able to take listing agreements through doing FaceTimes or video chat. So it's all been the same, but it's just a way to ensure safety during everything that's going on right now. And then there are showings, final walkthroughs, signings, things like that. This is where the safety precautions go even further. Now I know some of you agents in other areas are not allowed to actually do showings right now. So if you happen to be in that particular situation, one of the things that I'm seeing being done quite a bit right now is virtual tours. Virtual tours is something that I actually incorporated into my business even before this whole virus thing kicked off. There are times where I have clients who are out of state, particularly speaking about buyers. And obviously, if that buyer is in Hawaii or in Texas and they need to buy a house here in California, they're physically not here to see the house. So I've done virtual tours for them. For us, however, well, at least to my knowledge, we have not been told that we cannot conduct showings at the moment. So that part of my business is still happening. However, with these showings, there are face masks, gloves, disinfectant wipes, and lots of hand sanitizer that are involved. I mean, we've literally even gone to the point to where we don't have people touch anything as they're walking through these homes to view them. And once we're done viewing the property, I actually go back through the house with disinfectant wipes to disinfect anything that I had to touch, any door that I had to open and things like that, just to make sure everybody is good, whether it be my buyers or the sellers on the other side. Same thing is happening for any final walkthroughs that we have to do. And when it comes to doing inspections, we have combo locks on properties so that the inspector can go and open up the lockbox and get the key himself. Nobody has to be there in order for him to do what he needs to do. Same thing for signings. When it comes for buyers signing documents and sellers signing documents at the title company, a lot of gloves, a lot of face masks. They are the only ones there. Sometimes they're not even able to conduct that business within the title office. Sometimes they have to do it in another location. So yes, I'm still conducting business as usual, but again, there's just a lot of safety measures that are being taken in hand right now, put into action so that everybody involved in the deal or the transaction, their health is what's most important. Whether you're the buyer, whether you're the seller, whether you're the inspector, whether you're the escrow officer, whether you're the loan officer, it really doesn't matter who you are. If you are involved as part of a transaction in real estate, we are taking every measure that we can to make sure that people are protecting themselves from everything going on out there with coronavirus. It's all about being creative and making sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's with the safety measures when it comes to doing business, because it doesn't matter whether you're in real estate or you're in any other form of sales. If you provide a service for people, odds are 9 times out of 10 they still need that service, but how are we going to go about getting them that service that they need or being able to deliver what they need in a safe manner? Thank you for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you, whether you're an agent or in any other form of sales. I hope you got something out of this. I'm still conducting business. I hope you are still conducting business, and I'm hoping that you're finding ways to keep your clients safe. As for the real estate industry, homes are still selling. So if you happen to know anybody in the Northern California area, whether it be Sacramento or the Bay Area, and they need help with their real estate needs, I love referrals. I love to be able to take care of your people for you. I treat them as if they were my own. Shoot any of your referrals to kevinswanigan@gmail.com. Thank you again for tuning in. Be safe, stay blessed. Kevin Swanigan, eXp Realty, connection that moves you. Peace. To be served and provide them the service that they need in order to get what they want. And I just botched all that up, and I got to say it all over again.